Right. Crap. Nope, don't start. I haven't finished doing things. Right. Crap. Nope, don't start. I haven't finished doing things. I think everything is set up. I'm going to have a quick drink first. Right. So, as you know, this week was for Channel's second birthday. And that means I have finally got around to doing another live stream. I think the last one was either a month ago, probably longer, I can't remember. But this is race 7 and 8 of the 1999 Super TOURENWAGEN Cup. We saw Daniel Abt dominate the first few races. And Uwe Rosler was slowly making a comeback. No, Uwe Altsen, not Uwe Rosler. So, now, the Norris Ring was a tight street track. It is a tight street track. It's a track I love. I used to love it when DTM used to come here. It was awesome. So that's what we're going to do today, is watch this race. 2 races. So, drivers who are here and aren't here. We have lost the Alfa Romeo of Andreas Scheld. He will not be returning for the rest of the season, so he's gone. We do have 2 Alfa Romeos replacing him. In Franz Engstler, which I was surprised to see his name on the list, and Christian Zink is also returning. He drove an Audi previously. That's really the only changes. So you still have Uwe Altsen, Manuel Reuter, Eric Hellery in Opels. You've got Tarquini and Christensen in Hondas. Nissan Abt in the Abt Sportsline Audis. We have Stefano Modena in a Euroteam Alfa Romeo. Michael Bartels and Meyer are in Audis as well. We have Heinrich Seimanzik in a Opel. Olaf Pleuger is in an Opel. Engstler and Zink in Alphas. Wolfgang Tremmel is here in an Alfa Romeo. Roland Asch, Thomas Stingel, Oliver Meyer, Andrzej Studenek, Vaclav Nimic. They are also all here. So it's actually quite a stacked field still. And actually, as the season progresses even further, it will get even more stacked. So, no more delaying. Let's have a look at the Norris Ring round of the Super TOURENWAGEN Cup 1999. And I've actually got some commentary on it, which I can't hear, but that's fine. I can't understand German anyway. So it looks like Opels have the advantage here because I can see quite a lot of them at the front. Is that 3 in the top 4? I'm guessing that's Christian Abt behind the... that's the Eric Hellery Opel on pole. Looks like quite a lot of cars there. Is it more than 20? I mean, I just listed them. I could have counted them. I'm too lazy to look back now. And they're off. Bit of wheel spin from one of them. I think that's Altsen. You see there's one Alfa Romeo up there. I can't see where the other Alfa Romeos are. I don't know what they look like. So the first corner at Norris Ring is always a nightmare because it's a tight hairpin and all the cars are together. Usually some contact. They look pretty tame actually. And that's a flare. You can see in a football match, they'd stop it and get it off the pitch. Motor racing, just leave it. It's just another obstacle to get through. The field's already getting really strung out. Super TOURENWAGEN Cup is weird because it seems like there's a group of about maybe 10 cars that are just way faster than everyone else. But it's like they're running in 2 packs. Makes you wonder why the second lot bother turning up. So who's going to make the first big move? Honestly, I was so surprised at how tame that first lap was. A little bit disappointed, if I'm honest. So, yeah, smoke on the track. I guess it was a different time. Sliding through there, that's good. So I think Alfa Romeo of Modena running in 6th. I think that's pretty much the highest we've seen the Alfa Romeos run. A shame he's on his own, really. I'm guessing the other Alfa Romeos aren't quite as quick. Oh, and Nimic is already off. Has he crashed? It looks like he's crashed. Oh, here we go. There's the other Alpha. That's an older Alpha. Yeah, that was contact. Oh, and he got stuck against the barrier trying to turn around. Okay. I think that's what, the second or third time we've seen Nimic crash? Or Nimch. Yeah, okay, so the Euro Team Alfa Romeo is the 156, and the ER Motorsport, which Enxler and Zink are running, is a 155. So they have an older model Alfa Romeo. Which is fine, it's still a good looking car. Has there ever been an ugly Alfa Romeo? Because even now, that Giulia that's racing in the pure ETCR series, that is a damn good looking car. Actually, all the cars in that series are really good looking. This is pretty much the highest we've seen Eric Hellery run as well. I think there is definitely a sense that this track suits the Opels a bit more than the Audis. Maybe just a bit more streamlined. There's a lot of straights at the Norris Ring. The Hondas aren't really anywhere. Tarquini's in 7th. God knows where Christensen is. He must be near the back somewhere. Oh, we got another spinner. Oh, it's at Modena. Just as I was bigging him up. So I think someone hit him. And there's smoke from a car in front. So that might be the culprit. And it's a Honda, so I'm guessing it's our boy Tarquini. Ooh, nice bit of damage. Tarquini's still running. So damage on that front. Oh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, that was a little bit optimistic. Didn't seem to do too much damage to the Honda though. I think it's definitely Modena losing out there. So I wonder if Tarquini's tyre is going to hold on. This is such a great track. I wish there was more motor racing at the Norris Ring. I'd love to see Formula 1 around here. I think given how wide the cars are, that would be absolute carnage. Of course, at this point, they stopped racing at Avis because that track really was deadly. And it's probably for the best. Norris Ring's a better set out anyway. Now, I'll stop and go for Tarquini. Fine. You hate to see it. We can talk about all the motorsport that's going on this weekend actually, because I've just watched the Formula 1 qualifying. It's quite interesting. Between the sessions, there's a lot of cars sort of moving up and down. I think Williams had their best performance in qualifying since, what, 1997? That's a bit harsh. But Russell did a really good job. I think he's starting 11th. And I think if Snowder, I think he got a penalty, so Russell might actually be starting in the top 10. Which, when was the last time a Williams started a race in the top 10? It looks like it's going to be another battle between Hamilton and Verstappen anyway. Again, Austria is another track I really, really like, so I'm looking forward to 2 weekends in a row of it. Have we got another incident here? Oh, yeah, 2 cars in the same place at the same time. Was that a back marker that's just been hit as well? Cool, that's done some damage. He's lost his headlight. And he's challenging Eric Hillary, so that must have been probably Nimic again, I guess. That Audi's smoking as well. Now that would actually have championship connotations because Uwe Altzen, he's won the last 2 or 3 races. I think 2. But he's always been up there. So if Abt retired with damage, then that's a big boost to Uwe Altzen's title lead. Or title charge. I think the title is between those 2. We haven't actually had a different winner. Other than Abt and Altzen, there's not been anyone else winning races so far. Unlike Formula E, where there's been about 8 winners in 9 races, and IndyCar, where there's been about 8 winners in 9 races. They're the 2 series you really want to watch this year. They have been absolutely crazy. Like, it's not even sensible racing anymore, it's just madness. I think this is the first time I've seen Chris Nissen really challenge Daniel Abt. Is that a gold Vectra? It's a bit gauche, isn't it? The Audi gets well out of the race. Oh no, that's a race leader. So has he got a different livery for this race? No, it's not. That's him there. So who's that? But he needs to get out of the way. No, he's done it. There you go. Not sure who that is. Michael Bartels is running well in 5th again. Yeah, that Audi is still smoking. Did we have that in the last race where the Audi kept smoking as well? They seem to get away with it. I think there were 3 Opels out in front, so I think one of them has got away. I don't know who's racing in the gold one. So Nissen's way ahead of Bartels. So I presume Uwe Altzen and Manuel Reuter are way out in front. And you got Eric Hillary holding up the 2 Audis. With a 3rd Audi behind, possibly 4. So catching more back markers already. So that's Nimic, isn't it? So has he made progress or is he 2 laps down? I thought it was Nimic who hit the wall. Is that not Nimic? I can't tell. It's really dirty offline. Oh, and the Audis are going for it. don't think there's too long of this race left. Gone for a fair few laps. Those Audis really are built like tanks. I mean, this is the second race in a row where they've been like damaged and puffing out smoke, and they just keep going. You can't stop those old A4 Quattros. This has actually been really tame for a race at the Norris Ring. Usually in Nuremberg you have a fair few amount of accidents at the hairpins. So yeah, so Reuter, Altzen and Hellery. So there's 3 Opels out in front, followed by 4 Audis. I think Meyer's behind Bartels. Yeah, so 4 Audis. And you got another Opel of Ash. Meyer, what's he racing in? That's another Audi. So the top 10 is pretty much Opels and Audis. Don't know where Tom Christensen is. Guessing he's near the back somewhere. Tarquini's had a stop and go, so he's near the back. We saw Modena, he spun. Don't know if he got started again. So he's probably out of the race. So it's pretty much just Opels and Audis remaining. 3 laps left. This is just a sprint race. We have the feature race starting straight after. And it looks like it's between Chris Nissen and Abt for best of the rest. I don't think Chris Nissen's actually finished ahead of Daniel Abt at this point. Be interesting to see if he can get past. Ooh, something else hit the wall. Ooh, that's close. It looks like Bartels is closing on him. Someone's out. Unfortunately, I don't speak German, so I don't know who. Is it Nimic? It looks like it could be Nimic. Oh, Simanzik. He's gone off. And it's Simanzik in the gold Vectra. And he's got in the way of Stefano Modena, who's still going round. Well, that's me happy now. I know who's in the gold one. Heinrich Simanzik. The leader's way out in front. On his own. So was Heimanzik just getting out of the way and I thought he'd crashed? Assist, here you go, here's the finish. And look, they're waiting for the photo. Ah, is Reuter playing the game then? Was he actually broken down? Oh, holy shit, what happened there? So, Uwe Altzen, I think, won. But was Manuel Reuter letting him win? Or did he actually break down right at the end? We'll never know. Oh well, this is the feature race anyway. I have to come back to you with the answer to that mystery. So once again we have all the Opels at the front with a field of Audis behind. There's a lot of Audis and another Opel coming through. So Opels and Audis at the front, everyone else at the back. Ah, and the two Works Opels have cleared off. Oh, it's trouble, it's trouble. No, it's not too bad. Roland Ash has made a great start. Oh, and is that Bartel's being pushed wide? That's a bit more like, there we go, lock up. He makes it. Oh, he's, well, that's that a lot of damage. A lot of tyre smoke from Apt. So yeah, Roland Ash up into 5th. Oh, great job he's doing. And now he's going to go backwards. So it looks like the same thing again. I hope that wasn't important. I'm guessing that's what got caught in Daniel Apt's car. Oh, and Apt's got past Hillary. So he's already made more progress in this race than he did in the first. Yeah, Roland Ash has dropped back another place. And now he's got Chris Nissen behind him. And now he's got Chris Nissen in front of him. Hey, look, a Honda. Oh, and here comes Hillary. Oh, contact, contact. That was a bit dodgy. I think we'll be kind and call that strong defending. They do slide around that, don't they? Oh, look at that. Oh, and the videotape's gone a bit wrong. Oh, and we have a Honda hitting an Audi. So is that Tarquini on Bartels? It's not our boy Tarquini again, is it? And here we go again, round 2. Hillary's giving it a good go. More contact. And Hillary's through. Bending every single panel on the Audi on the way past, and Hillary has one ride. Right, is Hillary going to give it another go? I think he's a bit further back this time, I think. Or is he just going to go for it? No, not quite. The field looks a bit closer together, as in like the whole spread of it. And here we have one Honda running wide, Opel hitting an Alpha. Everyone seems to survive though. So still, once again, this has been a pretty tame Norris ring. A lot more cars with bumpers still attached than I'd actually like to see. Oh, was that Apt hitting the wall? He seems to have got clear of Hillary now though. For now at least. Is Nissen. That's Michael Bartels up in 5th. Oh, and it's Christensen in a Honda following behind Roland Ash. Six of 44. That's because Norris Ring is actually quite a quick lap, I think. There's plenty of time for big changes in this race then. It's all still pretty close. I've still got quite a lot to watch tonight because I want to watch the first couple of days of the World Rally Championship from Kenya, because there hasn't been a safari rally for a long time and I was really interested to see how it would go. One of the cars are a bit different. As you've seen Nissan get past Bartels, and then Bartels get past Nissan. But the W Series was today as well, which I didn't realise. I thought it was on Sunday. So, oh, that doesn't look safe. That Nimic again. So, once again we ask, did he crash or was he pushed? He looks like he's crashed. That looks like a lot of damage. I think he's hit the wall. I think that is Nimic, isn't it? I would need to start a Nimic count, like every time he crashes. We still have Hillary and App together, but now they have actually caught Altson as well. So we've still got Nissan and Bartels together, and that's let Christensen catch up, who's got past Ash. I think by the looks of it, Modena got past Ash as well. Oh my god, no! That would not be allowed today. I think a safety car might be necessary. Cool, bloody hell, he has done a bit of damage, hasn't he? That is a second-hand Opel Astra, well, Opel Vectra for sale. I wonder if anyone still owns these cars, like with this livery set on. Oh, Hillary's at it again. I don't know if these two can keep it up for 44 laps. See, I don't think double waved yellows are enough there. They're still getting pretty close to the crashed car. I think this is Bartels and Nissan. In fact, I know it's Bartels and Nissan. Ah, finally we got the safety car. I think that was necessary. In fact, I'd call that 3 laps late. Safety standards have really changed in the last 20 years. And the car's on fire? Or was that a precaution? Ah, so we're at the restart. It doesn't look like half the field's closed up. It looks like it's been a virtual safety car. Oh, Bartels is going to get Hillary. Where's Nissen gone? So Nissen's dropped back. Nissen's been got by compatriot Christensen. Bartels is close on Hillary. Modena right up there. I think that's an Ash. Is that the Slovakian? No, the Slovenian Audi driver, Studenik. Oh, we got moved by another Honda. Is that Tarquini? Or is that Christensen? So is that Modena making a move on Christensen? Where is Tarquini? I'm pretty sure that's Christensen. Well, the Honda's down on power because they've not been up there all race. Like, I know Tarquini was near the front before his penalty in the first race, but Christensen, this is the first time we've really seen him. That includes watching the whole sprint race. But this time Tarquini's nowhere. Oh, Roland Ash is locked up and he's hit Christensen. That's a disaster for the Honda. That's pretty good for Studenik, who's got through. And App's got Alson. And Hillary's got Alson. So is he breaking down? Was he just made a mistake? Or has he just been caught? So can Apt catch Reuter? Yeah, that was a bit late on the brakes, I think. Shoulder barge. Shoulder to shoulder contact, so it's fine. So it's Hillary versus Apt still. I think this race is the best we've seen of Stefano Modena. He's not too far behind the leaders. I think he is still down to like 7th or 8th. Ah, so is that Christensen out? Honda have not had a good week. And oh, and Hillary's got sideways. That suspension looks broken. I think that would be an MOT fail. Ik was die handball national speler Mick Bedzik wegsteld van VFL badge wat zu zum good minden. I can't speak German. Bartels is still holding off Nissen. Someone else hit the wall. Oh, there's Stengel. It's quite dramatic when you see him sliding that way. So we're nearly halfway through. I think that's actually Meyer behind Ash. I think we're calling him Studnik the whole time. Might be Studnik behind them. I think it's the best we've seen from drivers like Ash and Meyer as well. They're normally like behind the lead group, so I think it would take a couple of the lead group to really run into issues for them to score decent points. But we do seem to be closer to the front of the pack. Nissen just can't find a way past Bartels. That was pretty close to the wall. It looks like the, I guess they're called Hiva or Java. We call them Java Audi Team AZK Phoenix. The Java Audis. It looks like they run a different aero package to the Apt ones. They look slightly different, unless it's an older model. But they're both A4 Quattros. And they look the same from the back, it's just the front. It seems like this race has calmed down a bit now because Hillary's dropped off Apt as well. Modern has dropped the cars behind him. They've got a bit spread out. Henry isn't too far behind. I think there's room for fireworks between them at any point. But Apt is closing in on Reuter by the looks of it. Every time he cuts to Hillary, it looks like he's slightly out of control. Looks like the Opels still have a little bit of an advantage over the Audis. At least we might get a different winner from this race. Oh, they're still going behind. That Alpha's missing a bumper. It'd be nice to see why. Stingle Engstler and Random Opal. Might be Ploiger. Pluger? Ploiger? Oh, they're getting close. Is it Franz Engstler's son who's racing in? Is it the World Touring Car Cup or TCR Europe or something? Oh, that's a smoking Honda Opal. That's Ploiger. There was Ploiger. That's a smoking Ploiger. Are we going to see what happened to Ploiger? Ploiger has stopped. And that looks like... No, he is quite far off the track. Ah, he got hit. Or hit. We saw this bit. So that's the Alpha and the Honda coming close together. And then they stop. So what happened to Ploiger? I can tell you, having watched the first 8 races of this series, the actual coverage of it is dreadful. You kind of just left to guess things. So did Ploiger get going, or has Ploiger parked it? I think he's parked it. Oh, we are going to see what happened to him. He hit the wall. Might want to get away, mate. What? Yeah, no, okay. Why does he have a Scotland flag on his helmet? It's getting close at the front. Apt's definitely closing in. He's bringing Hillary with him as well. Oh, Hillary's gone deep. He's hit him. And Apt's round. Surely that's a penalty. Has Apt got damage? No, he looks alright to me. As I said, those Audi A4 Quattros are built like tanks. Nissan is still behind Bartels. And Stefano Modena has been on his own the entire race. There can't be long left of this one. Yeah, that was quite a bad one. Not quite a full spin though. He only lost one place. He doesn't look very happy. And he's been told to get out. Now he's realised the camera's on him. So that was embarrassing. That's Eric Hellery, I think. That's a... It's kind of a shame because he's doing really well, but it's absolutely fair. I mean, Abt only lost one place, so if he gave the place back, would that be good enough? It does seem like a harsh penalty. Given Reuter quite a gap, though. And Nissen is still behind Bartels. And now he's just hitting Bartels. So it's taken him about 35 laps, but he finally got pissed off and just knocked Bartels out. He actually killed off Bartels. Is he limping? They're just getting back up to speed. That's Enxler getting well out of the way. Oh, good. We get to see this one as well. So the outcome... Look, he bumps him, right? Now, Bartels doesn't spin. He hits him about 3 times. But Bartels doesn't spin, but the outcome is the same. Nissen gained a place. So should Nissen not get a stop-go penalty? Because Abt only lost 1 place, and Bartels only lost 1 place. So should that not be the same punishment? What a lovely shirt. Is that an actual fashionable choice? Is that it? He's got to stop and go. It's like Reuter's got this one under control now because he's got such a massive gap. That's quite a lot for Abt to catch up. It's kind of a shame because it was looking like it was going to be a good race. As I said, I do feel bad for Eric Hellery. He might be catching him a little bit. It'd be nice to know how many laps are left. You've got Stingle between them as well. I think Stingle is actually holding him up now. But it looks like App's going to go for it. You'd have thought he'd done it by now. I think Stingle gets out of the way. There can't be long left. I'm not sure. I can't remember the last time we just saw a lap counter. They really don't like giving you information in this series. Now there you go, 39 out of 44, so only 5 laps left. I don't think App's going to catch him. Unless Reuter breaks down again. They get really strung out in this series. Like, Reuter's got a big gap to Apt, who has a big gap to Altson. God knows how far back Nissen and Bartels are from him. I think Modena is just somewhere completely on his own, nowhere near anyone else. And somewhere behind him you have like Ash and Maya and Studenik, who are probably a lap down by this point. Oh, is that Modena? Just as I say that. Is he going to park it right in the middle of the track? So is that going to be a safety car, or are we just going to wait to the end of the race? And just do double yellow flags again? We're just doing the double yellow flags thing, aren't we? I guess it is on the start-finish race, so it's not too bad. So there must be some of the lower drivers actually getting pretty close to the top 5 by now, because there aren't that many cars left. I don't know where Hillary came back out. They don't actually tell you. Normal boy Tarquini, who we've not seen this whole race. Really makes you appreciate like the modern display for motorsport, where they usually have the entire field on the left hand side, a lap counter. They're telling you constantly how far people are apart. If someone from the top has dropped back, they'll go and show you where they are and where they came out. In this race, I can tell you that Reuter and Apt are first and second. I think I saw Altson in third quite a while ago. He's back there. I presume Nissen and Bartels are still behind. Behind them, God knows. I think Roland Ash, it was up there at some point. Well, it is just left there. No safety car, nothing. This is only 20 years ago. 21, 22 years ago. This still feels like it was not too long ago. Well, I was 9 when this was going on. It does not feel like it was 22 years ago. That's what feeling old gets like. I remember 1999. Is this the last lap? Is that where he's flashing his lights? Yeah, just end it, for Christ's sake. There we go. So, Manuel Reuter wins his first race of the year from Daniel Abt. And we have another different winner. Because before this we had 4 wins for Abt, 3 for Altson, and now 1 for Reuter. So that was Norrisring. Great track. Probably the least amount of carnage I've ever seen at the Norrisring. But the next round is very, very, very interesting because it's at Misano in Italy, which is another great track. Not only that, but we have a few extra Alfa Romeos turning up with Nicola Larini, Fabrizio Giovanardi, and Guido Luchetti Sigarini, who I don't actually know who that is, but I know who Nicola Larini and Fabrizio Giovanardi are. They are top class Italian touring car racers, and they are just for one race taking part in the Super TOURENWAGEN Cup. So I will do that at some point. I don't really have a plan on when I do these live streams. It's just sort of when the fancy takes me, and as this was the channel's 2nd birthday, it seemed like a good time to do this one. So hopefully it won't be too long, and I'll be back very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, do it now. I'm heading towards 500. That's the next big target, and it's very, very exciting. So make sure you come back and watch other videos on the channel. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.